Ladies and gentlemen, we're here for another manga stream, and we're here for the My Hero live reaction of My Hero Academia Chapter 305. And as you can tell, well, not yet, but you'll be sad. I'm here, not in my car like last week. It's a whole different situation, and we're about to have fun. It's a good day. Manga chapter of My Hero and Black Clover. We're gonna be having review discussion for both, and then we'll be having Jobless out tonight, and then you'll be getting Attack on Titan 3 times this week: Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's confirmed because we will be having those out for sure, and we'll be telling you the schedule more later on throughout each of the video. Other than that, let's get started and let's have a good time of My Hero reaction. Welcome, Anime Lily fans. How you guys doing? LegendDVash as always.
SamTheMangaMan.
And we're here to do a My Hero live reaction chapter 305. And it feels good because also it was daylight savings time. So if those stuff forgot, we know. So now we're gonna sleep.
Oh man, yeah, I kind of miss my iris. But yeah, at least we can still do our content. Unfortunately, not for 11 a.m. EST in our time. Now it's gonna have to be 12 p.m. noon for you guys. So
Hey,
but
I have no problem with that. 12 p.m. That means I get an extra hours of sleep throughout each week now, and that means I can sleep later too. So I have no problem for that. So it's definitely fine with me. For those that sucks, 12 p.m. is sleep. That means you'll be getting the reaction at 12:05. Like we usually just set it because sometimes the chapters come out like at 12:02, 12:03. So sometimes so we just always set it for 12:05. And for the review, it will always be now
hopefully,
2:03 as well.
yeah, it could still be like around the same time because we still get that same hour of sleeping time. It's just everything just doesn't get pushed. Only the reaction
We
will
have no
just get pushed actually. So really, we're okay for now. So let's
Yeah, for
get
sure.
into chapter Mr. 305 or Pitbull. Let's go into this right now. Yep, yep. I went
Yeah,
there.
she went there. Yeah,
I
she
went
went there.
there.
All right, cool. All right, cool. All right, so chapter 305. Let's start with the first page with a beautiful lady here. Uh,
Nana Shimura.
Nana Shimura. Tell me, can you kill Tomura Shigaraki? Chapter 305, Izuku Midoriya and Tomura Shigaraki. That's not a request. I'm asking you about your resolve.
You looked at him and saw someone who looked like he needed saving. That's what you thought. We know that much because we're in sync with your emotions. The issue is he sure didn't look that way to us. No doubt he's suffering what with All for One taking over his meat suit, but that don't mean the kid is hoping to be saved. Even in a stitch like that, his eyes were filled with nothing but hate. That's how he was groomed. My brother's own damaged body now holds him back. So it's likely that he schemed to hijack the boy's body and soul as a part of a grand plan to acquire one for all. He
First,
doesn't.
me, then my successor in. That bastard tried stealing one for all from us twice and failed twice. Bending and breaking the basic principle of one for all takes a powerful will and emotions strong enough to override one for all. Emotions so strong they are too much for one person to bear. We
We're
we are
thinking.
thinking he's trying to use Shigaraki hatred to get the job done. The rule is that only the will of one for all wielder can affect it. But your rage is starting to eat away at at that
That
very
very
rule, because the origin of one for all was itself a powerful will that refused to submit to all for one. The basic premise is that one for all is tasked with destroying all for one. It seems that Yagi accomplished this, but my tenacious brother manages to rise again. Izuku.
I know telling you this is incredibly unfair to you, especially after all that talk about how you can't walk away from this. Tomura Shigaraki is my grandson. To better fight All for One, I removed myself from my son's life, and Tomura was the end result. It's beyond shameful for an adult who's failed over and over to burden a boy of 16 with her own debts. I know that, but all the same time, if that thing grows into the ultimate evil, then nobody will be able to stop it.
The
Oh, when
imagery,
Rise of
wow.
Kenku, from all that imagery before the cocoon and now the butterfly
Butterfly.
of evil, someday you will fight against that ultimate evil, perhaps. It won't be enough to simply forgive him or try to come to an understanding. There are some people in this world who cannot be saved. And we've said this. There are people who can't be saved or who
I
don't
love this.
want to be saved.
I love this understanding and the one that's the grandma telling him this. If a person who looks like they need saving actually turns out to be the one beyond saving, well, you have the resolve to kill him if that's what it takes. Everybody, even the people in the back and everything, just stays quiet and everything. She stares at him. They both stare. Could see he was hurting, or rather, I could feel it.
When Shigaraki's consciousness invaded One for All, when he was focusing so hard on his own dreams, I felt it inside all that rage. I felt the little boy crying. Up to now, I've come up against all types. They refused to back down, so fighting was the only way to stop them. But I
Staying,
never
muscle man, and
understood
everything. Wow.
that made them turn out that way. If I had, maybe things would have worked out differently. Well, who knows? Maybe I would have still had to fight them anyway.
And Shigaraki killed so many people. Yes, he did. He's hurt people near and dear to me. And yet, oh my god, little Deku and baby Shigaraki, one for all is a power meant for saving, not killing. All Might taught me that I am here. Wow. Wow.
And not
Wow.
just me, All Might and all of you who built up this power had given hope to countless people out there. I get that this power was meant to destroy that evil, but you've all given your lives to link that change this far, and I think there's another big purpose behind it all. All
Yagi's
Might's
crying. Wow. Damn, bro.
maybe there is no other way besides killing, and I don't know what I'm gonna do when the time comes, but I want to save that little boy.
Yo,
Oh, the
that's
young
so
Deku.
fucking cute. And then Nana's just there about her herself, and Yagi. And then the first one says, "Good, that's why we have your back." And the support and Yagi and everything. It's it's fortunate that our power passed to you too. And then Nana's just, I think she's happy about it.
Yeah,
Sorry
she's
for
happy.
testing. Sorry for testing you like that. Oh, that's what she wanted to hear. That's what she was hoping.
Mhm.
Garantarino still lives. Sakura, we made a bad decision. So when you wake up, please give him my best. But we have been blessed with wonderful disciples.
Disciples.
And then he turns. Now play nice, you two. You have to cooperate with our successor. He needs your help to unleash his full power. Oh, he's telling them play nice, you too. Interesting. Okay, okay. And for those that keep thinking that that's Bakugo and plus Kirishima, yeah, hella wrong.
It looked really closely. It looks similar, like, but I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's so either. But we'll have to learn
Nothing
much
out.
later in the future. But yeah, this was a pretty good emotional chapter. No
This
lie.
was good. I like this. Real quick, I just want to see what the chat said. Hey Tyler, how you doing, John Tanner? The Fireball just been doing research on things. Groom is a weird word for Hurry is using. Hurry to be using. I feel strange that the vestige of All for One act like AI that have their mind imprinted on the quirk. Your mic, bro, is static as fuck. That's probably Sam's background. Because it's on speaker most likely. Some like Vash has on feedback. Not sure if it's noise gate thing where it's just vibration static. I'm not sure if that's me. Was it me,
Yeah,
dude?
that's you. Because I usually have mine mute and then you talk and then I talk switch.
Huh, then I'm sorry. It was me or Sam. I apologize. I'll try to fix it before the review comes out later. I apologize about that. Next chapter is possible 2 or 3 user. Most likely, and I hope that is the case. We need to know more about them, and that's maybe the transition that Hori led up to. Say that you two need to play nice, and then it show up that panel of them two. So most likely, it's going to be a transition of them to talking to Deku, or hopefully that reveal because we need that type of connection because he just said we need that for them to play nice for him to access that full power, right, Sam?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. But at least they both know the resolve that Deku is not unweathering, it's unbreaking. Where, like, do you have doubts? Even though, like, we're telling you, like, there might be doubts, you might have to really kill him. Deku, like, No, that's gonna be my final resort. I'm gonna be finding some other solution before I would have to kill him as a last resort.
And plus, he said as well, like if the time comes, if he has to do it, he will do it. But he'd rather
Yeah,
find a resolve to save. Like he'd rather find a different solution. And like that's mostly all types of main character like that will always find another way. It's just like most people like Superman, Batman, like they always find the other way before killing. AKA, another type of reference to those heroes that they always find another way before they have to go to that last solution to kill. So it makes
but
total
yeah,
sense that it's just like them.
I think Deku's entire speech of like what all might inspired so many people, and it's not just the to become a better hero, to be
Yep.
top, to be the top fame and everything. No, it was way beyond plus ultra of what that mean the symbol was. It was to give you hope, power not to just to destroy evil, but in a way to divert it, change it, the minds and everything. Even past all of Deku's fights that he's had, he had never understand any of his villains of why they decided to fight, because only the readers does. Never Deku understand why did they decide to do what they need to do. But at least in this situation with Shigaraki, he saw beyond it. He saw his past. He saw his crying self, and he just needed help. And Deku, the kid that he knows that he is a true hero at heart, wants to save that little boy that is Shigaraki. His innocence of anything. Even though it's gonna be hard to forgive everything, he still needs to be saved, not killed.
And do you think John brings up a good point? Do you think revealing both of them would be a big thing? Cause like in such a short amount of time, like I think things have been too gradual. Unless Deku is losing Orphan sooner than rather than later, I don't think he'll be losing. Like it shows that he is the last user. Like they put that type of cement in the last chapter that he is the last user. It's almost like he's gonna be losing it.
And like it's
But
also like cementing even more with this chapter when they know like two good good two back to back disciples who actually believes another way besides like killing, destroying evil. They find another way where to, why don't we just try to save them, like themselves from themselves, just to save others. But really they're the person that's in the most pain, and nobody has been really trying to save them other than to throw them in prison in Tartarus, and like literally just soaking into their hate and hatred, and not a way to cure or to at least help better treat this anger that they have. I think Deku is gonna change hero society for a much better. Instead of throwing people into prison, give them the help they need. It's especially towards Shigaraki is what he's seeing this.
and plus, from what the users are saying, that All for One is technically the final villain, not Shiggy. That All for One is taking over Shiggy, and hopefully we get more of Shiggy fighting back. Like it's kind of like in the story about the Kingdom Hearts, where like he fights back instead of getting taken over. Hopefully we get that more.
Well,
Because
yeah.
hopefully,
We actually predicted that when we first got into the Avatar state, almost to Shigaraki and Deku. Literally, it's like a whole Avatar state kind of world kind of thing. So I kind of feel like that's going to be like the final fight, like, inside the minds of the all for one, one for all state world kind of thing. That's what I think.
oh yeah, and we're gonna further go into this conversation during the review of the Brotaku, so definitely stay tuned for that. If you have more questions, comment down below, and we can start that off with the show in the beginning. Comment down below. If anything, we will jump into that. If not, join our live stream for that, and we'll definitely send you guys there. It's right now unlisted, but with the new stuff that we find out that we can send people there, we don't have a full title and everything, but stay tuned for that. Sam, got
yes.
any last things?
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're still trying to get 10,000 subscribers, guys. We are making great progress, and we're thanking you guys for your help. We're going to keep going. 10,000 this year.
And don't worry, a lot of videos are going to be dropping this week since I had the time to edit stuff and everything. So a lot of anime reaction will be coming out this week first as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. And we'll be hyped to see what James and Ray thought about this conversation and what's the resolve about Deku as well. So definitely, guys, stay tuned for that. See you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and press the button because every time we upload the videos. See you guys in a bit.
Peace.